Hello and welcome to the Superglass House Builders webinar. As all developers know, house building is currently in the spotlight. An acute shortage of homes has led central government to come up with some ambitious plans. The last Labour government set a target of 240,000 new homes a year by 2016, and the current Conservative government are aiming to build 1 million new homes by the year 2020. They're still looking for the private sector to create these new homes, and that puts pressure on developers to build and build quickly. On top of that, there's a shortage of skilled labour. Many construction workers left the business during the recession, and now it's quite difficult for them to recruit skilled labour to meet the increasing demand. So what's the answer? Well, one company have come up with a product that can help house builders to solve both of those problems, and the company is Superglass. They're the UK's only independent manufacturer of glass wool insulation. And the product is Superwhite 34, a new type of blown cavity wall insulation. Here to tell us more is Andrew MacDonald, Specification Director at Superglass. Hello, Andrew.
Hi, Sam.
Andrew, you describe Superwhite 34 as a smarter way to build. Why is that?
You've hit the nail on the head. There's an enormous pent-up demand for new homes in the market, and with the current labour and skill shortage for the construction sector, product manufacturers are needing to look a bit sort of smarter and harder at how they can sort of deliver time efficiency savings and hopefully some cost savings to the developer. Superwhite 34 fits that brief beautifully. What we need to do is look at how most sort of building sites are operating today. We've got the bricklayers installing the insulation. That's not necessarily the most efficient use of their time. With the expense of bricklaying teams as it is at the moment, what we need to do is sort of take that sort of onus away from them and get them to do what they do best, and that's lay bricks. We've done a little bit of sort of study into perhaps the amount of time that builders are taking to sort of, or using to sort of lay the insulation, and that can be between 5 and 10% of their working day. So if we can take that away from them, what we can do is free them up to do what they do best, and that gives time efficiencies on site. It just streamlines the whole build process, and at the end, because it's an installed product from the inside, hopefully it means that we're not so susceptible to weather delays on site.
So how does Superwhite 34 help?
Well, it's a whole new way of working. We've got 20 years experience in manufacturing blown wool insulation for the retrofit market. So what we've done is applied our know-how there and created a new product, Superwhite 34, which is specifically been designed for new build masonry cavities. That product can then be installed by accredited installers in a fraction of the time, and it gets the bricklayers back to doing what they do best.
So how exactly does it work?
Well, rather than relying on the bricklayer to install the insulation will be blown into the empty cavity from the inside quickly and easily once the envelope is completed. An accredited contractor will come along and they'll use existing sort of typical standard industry machines, tried and tested methods, and they'll apply the insulation through the wall into the empty cavity. So installing it from the inside, once that cavity is then full, they'll withdraw the nozzle and they'll mortar up the hole, and then the internal finish of the building will be applied, whether that's dry lining or a solid plaster finish.
That obviously makes life easier for the bricklayers, but there must be benefits for the developers too.
Well, that's right. What we're trying to do is schedule the trades more efficiently. So if there's some tangible benefits to the developer in terms of time and money, then that's what we're trying to do. The other issue is by injecting from the inside, we've got less chance of weather delays, and that's a big benefit. So what we're trying to do is just simplify the whole insulation process, and the beauty of this product is it can also be used in the party wall.
Could you tell us how it helps with party walls?
Well, this is where developers tell us that this solution can make a real difference to them. As things stand, we've probably got multiple products being used on site, one for the external wall, one for the party wall. What this product does is it kind of unifies that specification. So we're bringing one product together for two applications and all at the same price, which is simple. What we then get is a consistent superior level of insulation throughout. So we've got excellent thermal performance in the outside wall, and we've got excellent acoustic performance in the party wall. And that has tangible benefits for the developer, because then For larger house builders where you've perhaps got multiple regions around the country trying to put together a single national specification, one product really fits that bill.
So Superwhite 34 is available across the whole country?
That's right, we've got a nationwide network of approved contractors. Their technicians will be trained and carded by Superglass, and as part of that ongoing sort of surveillance programme, each technician will be audited by Superglass and BBA to make sure that they are maintaining the highest standards possible. And
what about thermal performance? Just how good is it?
It's really good. It's got a low thermal conductivity of 0.034, which is the lowest of any blown wool insulation in the UK at the moment. It's also declared to Lambda 9090, so it actually delivers the performance that we say it does. In addition, obviously, you'd expect it's fully tested to the BBA requirements, so it meets current building regulations, and it's covered by a 25-year guarantee too.
So are there any other environmental benefits?
Well, I would say that all Superglass products have great environmental credentials, and Superwhite 34 is no different. It has exceptional recycled glass content of 84%. It has a classification of 0 ODP, ozone depletion potential, and 0 GWP, global warming potential. It has a generic BRE Green Guide rating of A+, and we like to think that it's British made for British trade, so we keep our delivery miles extremely low.
So all in all, Superwhite 34 is a simpler, more efficient way to build homes.
That's right. If we can get the bricklayers back to just laying bricks, then we can make the most of the site team's skills. Hopefully that will then translate into tangible cost and time-saving benefits to the developer. In addition, what we're trying to achieve then is a superior acoustic and thermally insulated envelope, and ideally a simplified nationwide specification for house builders to adopt.
Presumably it's already proving popular.
It certainly is. Uptake's been good so far. We're in discussion with a good number of the house builders to roll this product out nationwide.
Andrew, thanks for telling us about Superwhite 34.
You're welcome.
Superwhite 34 certainly seems to be the smarter choice for adding insulation to new homes. If you'd like to find out more, contact Superglass on 0844 381 4022 or visit the website at www.superglass.co.uk.